Hello friends, really wondering what this video is all about? Science is all about questioning and experimenting. Questioning. It's a common thing that we all come across several questions: why, how, when. And let me tell you friends, there is no science without questioning. And I came across 3 such questions which made me to think, which made me to search, and I'm here with the answer. So I'm here to share that thing with you. So keep watching the video till end. Alright, so without wasting time, let's get into the video. Number 1 of the questions which I came across was, can you see sound? Or can you smell the sound? Or can you smell the color? The first time when I heard it, was really weird. People, and this phenomena is known as synesthesia. It is basically a disorder, so-called disorder, but I don't think so it is a disorder, because it is an extra ability for a person to visualize something much beyond. Now let me put in the simple words. Now when we smell something, we only think up to the mark, alright, to a confine. But for a patient of a synesthesia, as soon as she hears a very tiny, for example, alphabet, brown color pops up. And sometimes it is so weird that on hearing sound, on hearing a tone, on hearing a music, a scenery appears in her mind, or she starts visualizing something much beyond. In medical terms, it is the stimulation of one sense automatically triggering the other. That is, one stimulation. Stimulation is what we receive. For example, it may be sound, or it may be what we see, what we taste, what we smell, anything. That stimulation results in triggering the other sense. For example, if you see anything, you may taste something. Or when you see a dog, you may taste something bitter. This is one such disorder where scientists are not able to tell what is it, why is it happening. 4% of the population might be affected with it. Even today people don't know about it, that something like this also exists. Alright. Number 2. When I was going through an article, I came across a statement which made me to think that there's something like this also. The statement was, a 55-year-old woman suddenly started behaving like a 18-year-old girl. What is it all about? So then I came across a word called split personality. It is also known as dual personality or multiple personality disorder. Okay, so it was very interesting. What happens? This is a mental disorder in which one person starts behaving like two person. Now this is not a story of ghost or negative energy. It is pure science. In medical terms, it is a mental disorder characterized by the maintenance of at least 2 distinct relative enduring personality states. State is very complicated one, and sometimes it goes to that extent that person who is right-handed on this dual personality starts writing with left hand. This is what happens in this type of mental disorder. Now don't ask me why am I only speaking about disorder. It is all facts which matters. I need to learn. I am sharing it. So what bothers me? Why should this bother me? Alright, we are learning something. Alright, so let's come a bit detail into it. It is usually not genetically brought in, but it may sometimes. It is majorly caused by the environment in which the person comes from. If we have a lot of disturbing environment or which provokes to be having dual personality, this may affect it. Number 3. Two persons have same DNA? The basic concept taught for us in classes from the books is that DNA is something like the unique code. It cannot repeat. one person's DNA can never match with others. They are absolutely right, but with the exception. What is that exception? Happens when there is a problem regarding the blood, either blood cancer or any other disease. It directly affects the bone marrow. Bone marrow is the center portion of the bone where blood cells are generated, blood cells are produced. When it directly affects the bone marrow, the production of blood cells stops. However, we need the blood cells for our survival. What happens? The only one solution for this is the bone marrow must be replaced. The medical term used for this is bone marrow transplantation. It is something like blood transplantation only, but the requirements are more. The requirement for this is you can only donate or receive from your family members who have similar traces of DNA. That is your family members, either mother, father, brother, sister, anyone. That condition is very important. When the bone marrow is received, for example, if I am in the need of bone marrow, my cousin or my sister, brother donates me, I will get the bone marrow of them. So as I told before, the blood cells are generated from bone marrow. So the cells generated from the marrow which I got from donor, the cell will have the same DNA of the donor. There are so many cases where the criminal cases where investigation was really confused when there is one DNA but two persons having it. It is very difficult to find out. There are so many magical things where science has played its game. So this is what the real magic of science is all about. Science is all about learning. Science can never be confined to book. Let us all come out from that boundary. Well, that's all for this video. With this, I would like to wind up. Signing off, Samiksha Shetty, Class 10. Thank you so much.